Hi guys, welcome back. I am Vivek Singhal from tradingwithvivek.com, and today we are going to discuss that how can we control fear and greed in trading and investing. This is an important aspect to discuss about because if we could control fear and greed, then we can improve our trading and investing skills greatly. So, why we are unable to control this fear and greed, we'll have to discuss with an example. But before moving ahead, there is a small disclaimer that whatever stocks we would be discussing here, that would be just for illustration purpose, and that will not be recommendation to buy or sell at any price. And one more thing, if you yet not have subscribed the channel, do subscribe because I would keep on coming in with new videos that would be polishing our trading and investing skills. So let's take an example of Reliance Industries, which went down with the pandemic, downside with the fall during the pandemic, and that came up in V-shaped recovery, and that not only recovered the entire loss that went up further from the pre-pandemic level, and that is trading at 2100 now. Pre-pandemic, the lifetime high was 1600 around, and during pandemic, in the month of March, it went down to 860, 870, and from there it took a V-shaped sharp rally, and it went up to 1600, where that took a stop. That share stayed there and consolidated for maybe around 1 month, but they from there itself there was a head and shoulder pattern which was built up, and that gave a breakout from that 1600 level, and that started a rally again, and it went up to 2100 in no time. So how the fear and greed in this entire situation has controlled the decision of investors and traders, means investors and traders, majority of them were not able to take a concise decision and prudent decisions based on the according to the situation of this meltdown and V-shaped recovery and further move up. There were a lot of news during the rally, and after that, so when price went down, there was a situation like hell. Everything was down. Everything was lockdown in the entire world. The world's economy was down. Everything was down. It had never happened in human history when the entire world was stuck within their home and offices, or where they were at that time. So the main profit making division of Reliance Industries, which was petroleum division, petroleum refinery, there was no use, means when vehicle was not there on the road, then how it would be consumed at all. And there was a situation like that. Reliance Industries is going to post huge loss in coming quarters and months, and the situation is so deeply pessimistic that it could have gone further down as well. Nifty was down 10%. There was a lower circuit lower circuit of 10% in Nifty broader index, which rarely happen. So it went down up to 867 precisely from 1600, which was the top was made before pandemic, and from 867 it went up to 1600, then gave a breakout and went up to 2100. So how this fear and greed has played its major role in not let the investors and traders taking the right decision. See what happens when suddenly something goes down with such a pace, with broader market, and the situation fundamentals of the company are also supporting that downfall. So it becomes very difficult to invest or to buy anything at that downfall price also, because we are having a look at what we are having a look at the situation that if the economy will not open up for next 6 months, the price may go further down. So majority of them did not buy there. It shot up it shoot up in a V-shaped recovery, and it came up. Then during this rally, it was so fast and furious that nobody came to understand that situations are bad, everything is locked down, fundamentals are not supporting. So why this Reliance Industries is moving up, but it went up so nobody would have been able to buy during that rally. Nobody means here, I mean the majority of retail traders and investors I'm talking about. But there at 1600 it gave a breakout again. So that breakout was also seemed to be first of all, these retail and investors I'm talking about, those are being controlled by their fear and greed, have not been able to look at the chart patterns, because they are not habitual to look at the chart patterns. They do trade based on their gut feelings and based on the news being flashed by the media houses, and the news were not good. And that when it gave a breakout, and then it suddenly moving up based on the news being flashed again, that Facebook is going to invest this much, and there are other deals, that this investor, then this investor, then this investor, and it was moving up. So when any of the stock makes a new lifetime high, and we are not trading based on the chart patterns and technical analysis, so it becomes very difficult for us to just to take a trade on the long side, that on the all time high, is it fair to go long on a stock whatever the situation is, because there is a fear that what if it starts coming down now again. Fundamentals have not changed as far as the petroleum business is concerned, and the economy is locked down at that time also. So when it was going down, fear of going further down did not allow us to take a buy there, and it was not a prudent decision as well for a trader, because there was no setup and it was a falling knife. And to catch a falling knife in trading is again is not the right approach to trade. But on the upside also, there was no setup was based. It was a V-shaped recovery, and when there is a V-shaped recovery, there was no cup with handle, there was no bottom formation, there was no reverse head and shoulder had happened. But reverse head and shoulder had happened at all-time high level. There was a proper reverse head and shoulder had happened, and when there was a breakout, it went up. So fear and greed had always played its major role not to take a decision, and if someone had taken a decision, either he was out with a very little profit, or if he had entered at when the price was going down and it went up again further, he could have moved out at a loss, and after that there was a rally, he could have picked up, he may not picked up. So there was no precisely with discipline any decision was taken by majority of traders. And right now also, when price is at 2100, so maybe a lot of people are buying there because of two things. There is a greed that okay, this is the only share which is going up, so let's buy. And second is fear of what? Fear of missing the rally. So this is a biggest fear somehow somewhere, when a stock makes a lifetime high and move up from that lifetime high area also. So at a top they do start buying by fear of missing the opportunity only, whereas that is not a buy at all. We can buy at any high price, but that should be based on some technical chart patterns, based on some technical analysis indicators or and all. It should not be just based on then price is moving up every day, and if I will not buy it here, when I will buy it will go to 3000 4000. Let it go, it doesn't make any difference. If the price was to buy, it was a buy only at a price of 1600 and above, when this has given the breakout from a proper reverse head and shoulder. So why everybody was carried away with the fear of greed and control, with the fear and greed? Because there was no discipline, there was not an understanding where to enter, where to exit. We can control the fear and greed, just opposite of. Otherwise, fear and greed will have a control over us, but we can control the fear and greed only if we do know where to enter, where to exit, what is my stop loss, and where to exit with a profit if there is. And how to ascertain that? Only if we do start having a look at the chart patterns, and only if we do start learning. Otherwise, this is not possible to make money consistently in profit. So how can we control the fear and greed? only when we do know how to read the charts, where is the resistance and where is the support, what are the chart patterns where there is a breakout, and if there is a breakout and my winning is successful, the price moved in the direction where I want to, and then where to exit. If all these three parameters are already predetermined and we can calculate, then only we can have a control over fear and greed. Otherwise, fear and greed will always have a control over us, and we won't be able to take a prudent decision. And if there is no prudent decisions, if there is no wise decision, then what will happen? The money will be lost in the market, as more than 90% traders lose money in the market and only 10% make money. And we need to understand this 10% take the money of 90% people. So think, if we do switch ourselves from loss making trader to a profit making trader, how much money we can earn. But that is possible only when we become disciplined, we have a risk management, we do know before entering into a trade that where I need to exit, either there is a stop loss or there is a profit. So keep on learning, become a disciplined trader, start looking at the chart patterns, look at the chart patterns, look at any kind of disciplined trading. But before entering the trade, you must know where to exit and on what basis. That basis should be tried and tested, like head and shoulder pattern, cup with handle pattern, or bottom formation pattern, or any other criteria like that. I will buy only below 200-day moving average, which is a quality company, and I will sell it at above the 200-day moving average, which is a quality company. So this is also a very nice approach. On the base trading based on moving averages does almost always work, but only if we do choose the company very wisely. These should be the great companies. I will make a separate video on this, that how to use moving averages in long term trading and in short term trading. But don't take decisions based on your gut feelings, based on the news being flashed in the media. Stay away from that. Do learn, do practice the charts, every day in the evening, that how many charts have given a breakout, why it has moved. Why it has moved means whether it has crossed the resistance, it is at resistance, it is below the resistance, it is at support, or it has broken the support. We need to look at that. Be a prudent decision maker based on chart patterns. Be a good trader, make money. We are not here to lose money. We are here to make money. If you want any answer of any query, just write your comment in the comment box. I will try to give the answer. I am Vivek from tradingwithvivek.com. Have a nice day. Have a nice learning. Good day.